You got any worries right now? Anything that just like you're stressed about, you're burdened with, any fears, anything that just eating at you right now? I know I've got stuff, and this has just been blessing me recently, and I want to share it with you, and hopefully it's a blessing to you. It's Philippians chapter 4, verses 6 and onward. St. Paul says this: "Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. And finally, beloved, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is pleasing, commendable, if there is anything of excellence, and if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things. Keep on doing the things that you have learned and received and heard and seen in me, and the God of peace will be with you." Peace is what the Lord has for us, and it's what we long for. And sometimes it just feels like peace is elusive, and instead all we have is worry, anxiety, fear, and sometimes it's about things that maybe we can't even control, but it's stuff that just weighs on us and maybe steals our peace. So what does St. Paul have for us about how to regain our peace, about how the Lord will give us peace? I think the key here, the medicine for our worry, our stress, our anxiety, our fear, is gratitude. As he says, make known to God by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. Let your requests be made known to God. With thanksgiving, with gratitude. This disposition of our hearts and this interior, this posture and this mindset of gratitude, recalling the things that are true and good and pure and just and beautiful and excellent. And if we keep doing the things and we cling to the things that we've learned, received, and heard and seen in the Lord, then the peace of God will be with us. Because I think the reason why I am just like caught up in things that weigh me down and worries and fears and things, is because I live either too much in the past or too much in the future. I spend too much time thinking about things that were and things that could have been and things that could be. Things in the past that could have been, things in the future that could be, instead of thinking about the things that are. And if we spend some time like actually just thinking about what is, like what's real right now, because the stuff that could have been is not real. The stuff that could be is not real. The only thing that is real for you and me right now is the present and what is. So if we just spend some time with that and just ask ourselves the question, like, instead of thinking about what's weighing you down right now, or what's the stuff that you're all caught up in, to ask myself the question, what's blessing me right now? Like, what's good? What is the Lord doing? What am I seeing and hearing and receiving from the Lord right now? And when I look at it, man, the Lord really is just good and blessing right now, and has been in the past too. Because this moment of gratitude is also kind of a looking back, and can also be kind of a looking forward in a way, but rightly so. As like, I'm more present because I can look at things as reality. Not what could have been, but what was. And what of those things were blessings. And not what could be, but what do I know will happen? And how is the Lord going to be blessing me in that? And both of those things, what was and what will be, rather than what could have been and what could be, both have to be rooted in the present. Because what could have been and what could be are just like fears and worries and anxieties and things that I can't control, and they might not actually happen, so they aren't real. But things that were, or what was, and what will be, are actually real if they're things that we can be certain of, because they have to do with my situation in the present. So I've done this before, just in times when I'm worried or stressed or just burdened, or I'm just all in my head about everything that's going on. Just have like all these fears about things that maybe I can't even control, and that I just am uncertain about, and it weighs on me. Just to take a step back and to ask the question, what's blessing me right now? What's good in my life right now? And just to like write. If you got like a journal, I've done this as a daily practice before, and I think everyone I've ever talked to you about the idea of like having a daily gratitude journal, or just daily taking time for gratitude, makes a massive difference in our life. Because it roots us in reality. It roots us back into like, there is good. And what's going on right now is the only thing that's real. And all this other stuff is stuff that's maybe outside of my control and maybe not even real. So what is real is stuff that I can be grateful for, and it roots me back into this place of like removing some of my anxiety or fear or worry and bringing me back to peace. I've heard before, I think it's true, at least from my experience, of like gratitude and anxiety can't exist in the mind at the same time. I don't know how that works, or how you even like figure that out psychologically or biologically or whatever, but it makes sense to me that gratitude and anxiety can't exist in the mind at the same time. So whatever that looks like for you today, whatever it looks like for me today, just to hear this word from the Lord that the thief, the devil, the evil one, is a deceiver, the accuser, the one who spreads lies, the one who accuses us and causes us to worry. Jesus says the thief comes to steal and kill and destroy. And I came that they might have life and have it abundantly. And when I take on a spirit of gratitude, when I stop listening to the lies and the fears and the anxieties the devil tries to put on me, and I start thinking about the blessings that the Lord has given me and be grateful for those, I realize that this is abundant life, and the Lord does have it for me, and His promises are good. So my friend, for you and me today, whatever the fears that I have, whatever the worries, the anxieties, things I can control or can't control, stop spending so much time in the past with what could have been, or in the future with what could be, and just to spend some time in the present with what is. Because the Lord only exists here in the present moment for you, and He has only blessings and good things for you if we take some time to step back and to express our thoughts and our needs to the Lord, to give Him thanks and praise for all He's done for us.